What if we told you there's a desert that turns into a mirror reflecting the sky, a cave that glows with thousands of living lights, a mountain that rises like a flat-topped island above the clouds? Our planet is the ultimate illusionist, hiding the unbelievable in the farthest corners of the Earth, waiting for those bold enough to believe in magic. Across oceans, deserts, and ancient lands, there exist places so surreal they defy imagination. Some were carved over billions of years by windfire and time. Others were born from legends, faith, and human brilliance. These aren't just destinations, they're living wonders. From the Glowworm caves of New Zealand to the sky-piercing stone pillars of China, the sacred mountains of Japan, and the cotton candy pink lakes of Australia. We invite you on a journey to discover the unbelievable right here on our home planet. This is Wonders of Planet Earth, and these are 16 extraordinary marvels so breathtaking you'll have to remind yourself they're not fantasy. They're real, and the journey begins in a place where time is etched into blazing red cliffs, a majestic scar slicing through the heart of America. Set amidst the arid deserts of Arizona, the Grand Canyon stands as one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders on Earth. A colossal scar stretching over 277 miles, 446 kilometers long, and plunging up to a mile 1.6 kilometers deep. Carved by the relentless force of the Colorado River over millions of years. From above, it looks like an open book of the planet itself, its layers of red gold and brown rock stacked like ancient pages, revealing over 2 billion years of Earth's geological history. But the Grand Canyon story isn't finished. Each year, the river continues to shape and erode, altering its contours, colors, and strata, proving that even the mightiest landscapes are still in motion. Those lucky enough to witness sunset from the South Rim or North Rim know the feeling when golden light pours down the cliffs and time seems to pause in reverence. More than a natural marvel, the canyon is sacred ground for Native American tribes such as the Hopi, Havasupai, and Navajo. Their legends and traditions are woven into every peak and precipice. To them, this isn't just land. It is the dwelling place of ancestral spirits, a living monument to identity and belief. Visitors can descend into the canyon via the Bright Angel Trail raft, the whitewater rapids of the Colorado River, or soar above it all in a helicopter tour. At the park's visitor centers, guests find not only geological insight and maps, but also cultural stories that give the canyon a human heartbeat, drawing over 6 million visitors each year. The Grand Canyon is not just a national treasure of the United States. It is a humbling reminder of humanity's smallness in the face of time and the eternal power of nature, when we choose to see it, respect it, and remember that beauty once noticed can last forever. In the heart of Bolivia's barren highlands, at an altitude of 656 meters, 11,909 feet, above sea level stretches a vast, blinding expanse unlike anywhere else on Earth. Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat in the world, covering over 10,582 square kilometers, 486 square miles. From a distance, it resembles an alien world, silent, radiant, and utterly surreal. During the rainy season, from December to April, a thin layer of water forms on the salt crust, creating a massive natural mirror that reflects the sky so perfectly it erases the line between heaven and earth. Here, you don't walk on land, you walk between clouds. In the dry season, the surface cracks into brilliant white hexagonal patterns, forming nature's own geometric masterpiece. Born from the evaporation of prehistoric lakes tens of thousands of years ago, Salar de Uyuni holds a 10-meter-thick crust of salt, beneath which lies the world's largest lithium reserve, a resource vital for modern battery technology. Despite its futuristic relevance, the salt flat remains home to flocks of rare flamingos and to local communities who have harvested salt here for generations using ancient, time-honored methods. Visitors typically explore Salar de Uyuni on multi-day 4x4 tours, crossing its endless white horizon to visit islands like Isla Incahuasi, where giant cacti stand tall against the blinding backdrop, or venturing to vividly colored lagoons like Laguna Colorada, rich in minerals and life. When night falls, the pitch-black sky explodes with stars, offering one of the clearest views of the cosmos on the planet. Salar de Uyuni is not just a destination, it's a dreamscape beyond reality where untouched beauty, science, culture, and silence fuse into a truly unforgettable experience. Straddling the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, where the mighty Zambezi River plunges abruptly into a deep chasm, Victoria Falls roars to life as one of the largest and most breathtaking waterfalls on Earth. Stretching over 700 meters, 577 feet wide, and cascading 108 meters, 354 feet down, this thundering marvel isn't just impressive. In size, it radiates a raw, untamed energy that stirs the soul. Locals call it Mosi Oatunya, or the smoke that thunders, for good reason. The dense mist rising from the base drifts like smoke, while the thunderous crash of water echoes endlessly like rolling storms. On sunny days, sunlight refracts through the mist to create brilliant rainbows, turning the entire scene into a vibrant, tropical dream. Formed over millions of years by the Zambezi's gradual erosion of basalt rock, Victoria Falls marks the beginning of a deep gorge system that continues downstream. More than just a natural wonder, it is a sacred site for the Kololo people and other tribes and a vital ecosystem home to elephants, rhinos, antelope, and hundreds of bird species. Visitors can experience Victoria Falls from multiple perspectives, walk the rainforest trails along viewing points, cruise the Zambezi River, bungee jump from the iconic Victoria Falls Bridge, or for the daring swim in Devil's Pool, a natural infinity edge pool right at the precipice of the falls. For the ultimate view, a helicopter ride unveils the full majesty of the falls, like a living canvas painted in motion. Drawing over 1.5 million visitors each year and designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Victoria Falls is not just a geographic marvel, it is a powerful symbol of Africa's wild beauty and unyielding spirit, where nature doesn't whisper, but roars. Hidden deep within Navajo land in Arizona Antelope Canyon is one of the most otherworldly slot canyons on Earth, a place where light, stone, and time have conspired to create a masterpiece no artist or architect could ever replicate. Though modest in size, its breathtaking beauty has made it a global symbol of nature's sculptural genius. Formed over thousands of years by flash floods and relentless wind erosion, the Navajo sandstone walls of Antelope Canyon twist and flow like ribbons of silk. Smooth and rippling, their textures are the result of a patient and powerful natural process. Between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., sunlight pierces through the narrow crevices, illuminating the canyon's walls with fiery hues of red, orange, and gold, turning the space into a living light show. The canyon is divided into two sections. Upper Antelope Canyon, the crack easier to walk through and famous for its iconic light beams, and Lower Antelope Canyon, the corkscrew narrower, requiring agility, but offering a more intimate and immersive experience. No matter the path, all visitors must enter through guided tours led by Navajo locals, as the canyon is not only a natural marvel, but also a sacred site. Antelope Canyon isn't vast, loud, or overwhelming. Instead, it stops people in their tracks with silence and wonder, its fiery sandstone walls glowing under perfect natural light. Named one of the most photographed places in the world, it stands as proof that nature too can write poetry, and this poem etched in stone will never fade. Rising with thunderous majesty on the border between Argentina and Brazil, Iguazu Falls is more than a waterfall. It's a kingdom of cascading water, where nature unleashes its power and grandeur at an almost unimaginable scale. Spanning 2.7 kilometers, 1.7 miles, comprising 275 individual drops, it is the largest waterfall system in the world. A spectacle so vast, it renders words almost meaningless. The undeniable centerpiece is the Devil's Throat Garganta del Diablo, a colossal, U-shaped chasm where millions of gallons of water thunder down with overwhelming force. The roar reverberates for miles, dense mist billows upward, and the sun transforms it all into multi-layered rainbows, a natural spectacle no filmmaker could ever stage. Formed over millions of years as the Iguazu River carved through the Parana Plateau. Iguazu Falls stands as a monument to the enduring power of water and time. Surrounded by lush subtropical rainforest, the area teems with life jaguars, howler monkeys, harpy eagles, and an endless variety of rare birds and plants, earning its designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Earth's most vital biodiversity hotspots. Visitors can approach the falls from both sides. Brazil offers sweeping panoramic views, while Argentina brings you face-to-face with the fall's raw intensity. Walkways that weave through the jungle, speedboat rides that plunge into the spray, and helicopter tours that reveal the grand design from above all offer unforgettable ways to experience this natural marvel. Named one of the new 7 natural wonders of the world, Iguazu Falls draws over 1.5 million visitors each year, not just for its sheer size, but for the profound truth. It reveals some places can only be understood by the skin, the heart, and the breath that gets carried away with the water. Hidden beneath the lush green hills of New Zealand's North Island, the Waitomo glowworm caves are one of the rare places on Earth where nature truly glows. Inside these pitch-black limestone caverns, thousands of glowworms, Arachnocampa luminosa, illuminate the ceilings like a shimmering galaxy, creating a scene that is both magical and surreal. Formed over more than 30 million years, the caves are part of an intricate karst system slowly sculpted by rainwater carving its way through the soft limestone. Towering stalactites and stalagmites rise like ancient columns from a fairy tale cathedral. But what makes this place utterly unique is the eerie blue-green glow of the native glowworm's larvae of a species found only in New Zealand. Waitomo is not only a biological wonder, but also a place of deep cultural significance. Many of the cave guides are descendants of the local Maori people, who share ancestral stories and spiritual beliefs about the cave as a gateway between the human world and the realm of spirits. Visitors can take part in guided walking and boat tours through the Glowworm Grotto, where the reflections of thousands of glowing dots dance on the water, giving the sensation of floating through a celestial river. For thrill seekers, black water rafting through the underground rivers offers an adventurous and unforgettable experience in total darkness, lit only by living light, a symbol of New Zealand's natural beauty. Waitomo glowworm caves may not roar like a waterfall or tower like a mountain, but they leave visitors breathless in silence, as if stepping into a dream where the light doesn't come from the sun, but from the tiny, miraculous spark of life itself deep within the earth. Standing tall on Japan's main island of Honshu, about 100 kilometers southwest of Tokyo, Mount Fuji is not only the highest mountain in Japan at 376 meters, 12 of 389 feet, but also one of its most enduring symbols of spirituality, beauty, and cultural identity. With its perfectly symmetrical cone often capped in white snow, from November to March, Fuji rises like a living ink painting against the tranquil sky, a scene deeply etched into Japanese art and imagination. A stratovolcano, Mount Fuji was formed through multiple eruptions over thousands of years, with its most recent recorded eruption occurring in 1707 to 1708. Though dormant for over 3 centuries, it remains closely monitored due to its powerful underlying energy. Yet it is this current stillness that has made Fuji one of Japan's 3 sacred mountains, revered in both Shinto and Buddhist traditions, where monks and pilgrims have long viewed the summit as a bridge between heaven and earth. During climbing season, July to September, thousands of climbers take on trails like the Yoshida route, seeking to witness the spiritual moment of Go-Aiko sunrise from the summit, an awe-inspiring and emotional experience. For those who prefer to stay grounded, the mountain offers breathtaking views from spots like Lake Kawaguchi, where its reflection shimmers across calm waters. Cultural events like the Fuji Yoshida Fire Festival, held at the end of summer, celebrate the mountain's powerful presence with ancient rituals and vibrant displays. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Mount Fuji is far more than a natural wonder. It is the sacred heart of Japan, where physical majesty and spiritual depth coexist in perfect harmony, reminding all who see it that true beauty lies not only in form, but in meaning. In the Denizli province of western Turkey, Pamukkale rises like a white dream from an arid landscape, an otherworldly cascade of terraces that seem to drift down the hillside like a blanket of clouds. Its name means Cotton Castle in Turkish, and it lives up to the name. Its surreal travertine formations appear as if sculpted from snow or spun from silk. Over thousands of years, thermal springs rich in calcium carbonate have flowed across the slope, depositing layer upon layer of shimmering white limestone. With water temperatures ranging from 35 degrees to 100 degrees to 200 the result is a mesmerizing staircase of mineral-rich pools, crystal clear and inviting. Visitors are welcome to dip their feet, relax and soak in the natural healing properties that the ancients once revered. Atop Pamukkale lies the ancient Roman city of Hierapolis, once a thriving spa and healing center over 2,000 years ago. Its preserved ruins, including a grand amphitheater, vast necropolis, and the famed Cleopatra's Pool, whisper stories of a time when water was not only a resource, but a sacred remedy for body and soul. Today, travelers can walk barefoot across the warm travertine shelves, bathe in thermal pools, or float above the cotton-like landscape in a sunrise, hot air balloon ride when the first golden light paints the white terraces in hues of rose and gold, creating an unforgettable vision. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Pamukkale is a place where nature and history intertwine. It's not loud nor grand in the traditional sense, but it offers something rarer, a pure, timeless beauty. A reminder that healing can come not from spectacle, but from the quiet magic of stone water and a peaceful sky. In the heart of Agra, India, where red dust lingers on every winding street, the Taj Mahal rises like a marble dream, pure, majestic, and eternal. Built between 1631 and 1648 by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, the Taj Mahal is not just a monument, it is an immortal symbol of love, where emotion has been sculpted into stone. Crafted from pristine white marble, brought from Rajasthan, the mausoleum is crowned by a graceful central dome, flanked by 4 slender minarets, and adorned with intricate pietra dura, inlays of precious and semi-precious stones. Every detail reflects the refined elegance and architectural mastery of the Mughal era. In front lies the perfectly symmetrical Charbagh Garden, where a still reflecting pool mirrors the Taj like a duet between the physical and the spiritual. It took 20 years and over 20,000 artisans to complete, and the result is not merely a magnificent structure, but a place where history, craftsmanship, and emotion are etched into every stone. A UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal welcomes over 7 million visitors annually, pilgrims not only of tourism, but of wonder. Guests can explore the main mausoleum, the mosque, and the imperial gardens. But the true magic unfolds at sunrise when the first light bathes the marble in a soft blush of pink, or under a full moon, when the entire complex glows with silent silver enchantment. The Taj Mahal is not just a tomb, it is a whisper of love that defies death, a living testament that when architecture is born from the heart, it can endure like a wordless poem for all time. Hidden deep within the mountains of Hunan Province, China Zhangjiajie National Forest Park feels like a world unbound by reality. A landscape that seems to have stepped straight out of a cinematic dream. Home to over 3,000 towering sandstone pillars, many rising more than 200 meters, 656 feet into the sky and blanketed in lush forest. This surreal realm is famously known as the inspiration for the Hallelujah Mountains in Avatar, shaped over millions of years by the erosive forces of wind and water. These quartz sandstone formations have been sculpted into a breathtaking world of narrow gorges, skyward spires, and floating peaks often shrouded in mist and moss, like a levitating kingdom between earth and sky. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the park is not only geologically unique, but also ecologically rich, home to rare species such as the snub-nosed monkey, the Asian black bear, and countless endemic plants and animals. Visitors to Zhangjiajie can soar across the park via cable car ascend, via the Beilong elevator, the world's tallest outdoor lift, or brave the 430-meter-long glass bridge, suspended between cliffs, a thrilling feat of engineering that offers dizzying, unparalleled views. The Zhangjiajie scenic area, at the heart of the park, features some of the most fantastically shaped pillars, earning it the title of the #1 magical landscape under heaven. Unlike other tourist-filled mountains, Zhangjiajie exudes a sacred stillness, a dreamlike calm that humbles visitors before its ancient stone sentinels' pillars that have stood unchanged for millennia. A true icon of China's mystical beauty, Zhangjiajie doesn't just amaze, it awakens the deep desire to explore the hidden wonders our planet still holds in secret. Stretching and astonishing, 21 to 100 miles, kilometers, 13,170 miles across the rugged mountains of northern China. The Great Wall of China stands as the longest ancient defensive structure in the world, an enduring symbol of human willpower, ingenuity, and resilience. Construction began as early as the 7th century BCE, evolving over centuries through various dynasties, with its most iconic sections built and reinforced during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, using brick, stone, and tamped earth. But the Great Wall is far more than just a wall. It is a complex network of watchtowers, fortresses, strategic passes, and patrol roads winding through mountain peaks, deep valleys, and dense forests. Popular sections like Badaling and Mutianyu are well preserved and offer breathtaking views and remarkable architecture. In contrast, Jinshanling and Jiankou retain a more untouched, rugged character, perfect for those seeking a more authentic and adventurous connection to history. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Great Wall is not merely a military achievement, but a profound cultural monument reflecting the philosophies, aesthetics, and organizational spirit of ancient China. Every brick and stone bears silent witness to centuries of sacrifice, craftsmanship, and the collective determination to protect a civilization. Visitors can walk along its ancient ramparts, ride cable cars for panoramic views, or join guided tours to delve deeper into the wall's strategic and cultural significance. Whether gazing at its vastness from above or standing atop its watchtowers, one feels the weight of history and human ambition as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The Great Wall draws over 10 million visitors annually, not just for its scale or scenery, but because it represents perhaps the clearest expression of what human perseverance can achieve when faced with the impossible. Hidden deep within the blazing red sandstone of Jordan's southwestern desert, Petra is one of the greatest archaeological wonders on Earth, a city not built upon land, but carved directly into the face of mountains. Often called the Lost City, Petra was the radiant capital of the Nabatean kingdom, flourishing as early as the 4th century BCE. Visitors enter Petra through the a narrow winding gorge nearly 1 kilometer long, flanked by towering cliffs that guide you in silence. At its end, the path suddenly opens to reveal Al-Kazne, the Treasury Petra's most iconic monument. Nearly 40 meters tall, this masterpiece is sculpted into rose-colored stone, its intricate facade glowing in the desert light. Deeper into Petra lies Ad-Dir, the monastery, even larger and more commanding, accessible only after climbing over 800 steps, a rewarding ascent for those willing to seek its majesty. But Petra is more than stunning architecture. It is a testament to the ingenuity of the Nabateans, whose advanced water management system sustained a thriving civilization in one of the harshest climates on Earth. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Petra is a rare fusion of engineering artistry and spirituality, reflecting the prosperity of a society that once controlled vital trade routes across the ancient world. Today, travelers can explore Petra by foot horseback or guided tours discovering ancient tombs, temples, and hidden chambers, each stone etched with secrets yet to be fully revealed. As one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Petra is not simply a city buried by sand. It is a timeless song of art, civilization, and human aspiration, echoing across centuries in defiance of time. Rising from the Giza Plateau, just a few kilometers from the bustling heart of Cairo, the pyramids of Giza stand as the greatest man-made mountains in history, monuments of stone, mystery, and eternity. Built between 2550 and 2490 BCE, these pyramids were the eternal resting places of 3 pharaohs, Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure, and today they remain the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. Among them, the Great Pyramid of Khufu Cheops dominates the landscape. Originally standing 146.6 meters, 481 feet tall, it was the tallest human-made structure on Earth for over 800 years. Composed of more than 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2 and 15 tons. Its construction still puzzles scientists and engineers today, achieved with no steel, no machinery, and yet with astonishing precision. Nearby, the enigmatic Great Sphinx, with the body of a lion and the head of a man, guards the complex, its massive form carved from a single limestone ridge. Under the desert sun, the golden light reflects off stone and sand, casting a timeless glow over these monuments and evoking an era when humans dared to build for eternity. Visitors to Giza can descend into the heart of the Great Pyramid, gaze at the Sphinx up close, or ride camels across the dunes, experiencing the same harsh sunlight and windswept sands that ancient builders once faced, stepping back thousands of years into a world of gods and kings. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Giza pyramids are not just architectural feats. They are humanity's oldest declaration of legacy. They speak to our unending quest to defy time, to bridge the mortal and the eternal, and to etch our dreams in stone that outlasts empires. In the heart of ancient Rome, the Colosseum, the greatest arena ever built, still stands as a vivid symbol of Roman power, engineering mastery, and unrelenting passion. Construction began in 70 CE and was completed around 80 CE under the Flavian dynasty, rising on the site of Emperor Nero's former artificial lake, turning a symbol of imperial excess into one of public spectacle. Designed to hold between 50,000 and 80,000 spectators, the Colosseum features 4 tiers of arched stonework, crafted from travertine tuff and Roman concrete, a marvel of ancient architecture that still inspires awe today. Beneath the arena floor lies a complex underground network, once used to hold lions, leopards, elephants, and gladiators awaiting their turn in the blood-soaked arena. Today, visitors can walk through the time-worn colonnades, stand on the legendary arena floor, ascend to the upper tiers, once filled with cheers and roars, and descend into the dark hypogeum, where deadly games were orchestrated. The experience is even richer when combined with a tour of the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill, the cradle of the Roman Empire. A UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The Colosseum is not merely a ruin, it is a living testament to Umayan ambition, artistry, and brutality. Here, the beauty and savagery of ancient Rome still echo through every worn stone and shadowed corridor, reminding us that even empires fade, but their legacies endure. Often hailed as the Pearl of the Pacific Bora. Bora is a tropical dream adrift in the vast blue, a place where raw natural beauty and Polynesian culture dance together on every breeze. Located about 230 kilometers, 143 miles northwest of Tahiti, the island itself covers just over 30 square kilometers, yet it is encircled by a turquoise lagoon and vibrant coral reefs, forming a natural fortress of paradise. At the heart of the lagoon, the extinct volcanic Mount Otomanu, standing 727 meters to 385 feet tall, rises dramatically, its reflection on the still water like a living watercolor. Surrounding it, overwater bungalows with traditional thatched roofs and wooden decks stretch into the sea, offering luxury and seclusion where every sunrise and sunset feels like a silent miracle. The surrounding marine ecosystem is a diver's paradise. Tropical fish, sea turtles, reef sharks, and colorful coral gardens await beneath the surface. On land, the heartbeat of Polynesian culture endures through traditional dances, the soft strum of ukuleles and handcrafted art in coastal fishing villages. Visitors don't just come for the views, they come to disconnect from the outside world. Each moment in Bora Bora feels as pure and clear as the lagoon itself. With world-class resorts, open-air spas, Polynesian fusion cuisine, and the powdery white sands of Matira Beach, Bora Bora is the kind of escape that lives in daydreams. Widely considered one of the most beautiful islands on Earth, Bora Bora is more than a destination. It's an experience of serenity, splendor, and the art of living in harmony with nature. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the earth, is the largest tropical rainforest on the planet, stretching across 9 South American countries and covering nearly half of Brazil. Spanning an area of 5.5 million square kilometers, 2.1 million square miles, the Amazon is far more than a forest. It is a vast living ecosystem home to over 390 billion trees and millions of animal species, all woven together in an intricate, fragile web of life. Beneath a towering canopy that reaches up to 50 meters, 164 feet, a hidden world thrives tangled vines, rare fungi, poison, dart frogs, and elusive jaguars, the largest cats in the Americas. Through this green labyrinth flows the Amazon River, the most voluminous river on Earth, winding like a pulsing vein that nourishes the forest and sustains more than 400 indigenous tribes, including around 50 uncontacted groups still living in isolation from the modern world. Formed over 55 million years ago through geological uplift and unrelenting tropical rainfall, the Amazon sits atop nutrient-rich soil carried down from the Andes Mountains. This fertile foundation supports one of the most biodiverse habitats on Earth, home to 70% of the world's jaguars, countless bird, insect, and plant species, many of which have yet to be named. Visitors to the Amazon can immerse themselves through nighttime boat tours, jungle treks, stays at eco-lodges, or cultural exchanges with local indigenous communities, learning the deep knowledge of survival and spiritual connection that has guided life here for millennia. From piranhas to titi monkeys, every footstep in the forest is a journey into the primordial heart of the planet. But the Amazon is not just a natural wonder. It is the ecological core of the world, helping regulate the global climate. by absorbing billions of tons of CO2 and producing up to 20% of Earth's oxygen. Today, however, it faces growing threats from deforestation and climate change, making it the most critical front line in the fight to protect our planet's future. We've just journeyed through 16 extraordinary places that don't just impress with their beauty, but challenge the boundaries of reality itself. From wonders sculpted by nature over millions of years, to architectural marvels born from human belief and brilliance, each place is a magical fragment of our planet, as real as they are dreamlike. Some leave us speechless with their surreal beauty. Others quietly remind us that Earth still holds countless miracles if only we pause, listen, and step toward them. And perhaps, just perhaps, the next journey is where you'll find a piece of yourself. If these wonders stirred something within you, hit follow, because the adventures ahead may be even more extraordinary. This is Wonders of Planet Earth. We'll see you again